Namaste. Tonight I'm going to read Volume 1, Book 1, Vidyeshvara Samhita, Chapter 4, The Excellence of Listening and Deliberation in the Shiv Puran. Vakratuna Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Niraviganam Guneva Sarvakaya Megadantaya. Hari Om Tat Sat. The sages said, O Holy One, what is Shravana? What is Manana? How is the Kirtana performed? Please expound these precisely. Brahma said, the mind is fond of reasoning, deliberation, the ability of the mind to ponder and evaluate the corresponding efficacy of the worship, japa, the attributes of Isa, his form, his divine sports, and multifarious names, is the result of the benignant glance of Ishvara. Hence, this steady continuance in the act of deliberation is the most important of all the means. By Kirtana, glorification, is meant the clear expression of Shiva's exploits, attributes, forms, sports names, etc. in good taste by reciting traditional lore, singing songs of praise even in mother tongue. It is the middle one of the three means. O wise men, the means of Shravana, famous in the world, is the listening to words concerning Shiva, in whatever manner, howsoever and wherever they are produced, with the same steady attention as in the sporting dalliance of woman. Shravana, listening, is effected when one associates with good men. Then the Kirtana of Pashupati becomes steady. In the end is the Manana, which is the most excellent. All these take place as a result of benevolent surveillance of Lord Shiva. Sutta said, O saints, in the context of the elucidation of the greatness of the means, I shall narrate an anecdote of former days for your sake. Please listen to them attentively. Long ago, my preceptor Vyasa, the son of sage Parasara, performed penance on the bank of the river Saraswati with some mental agitation. The divine sage Sanat Kumara, who happened to go that way in an aerial chariot, resplendent like the sun, espied my preceptor. Waking up from his meditation, my preceptor saw the son of Brahma. The sage thereupon paid obeisance in a flutter and eagerness. He offered argya and a seat befitting the divinity of the sage. Being delighted, the divine sage spoke to my humble preceptor in words of great profundity. Sanat Kumara said, O sage, you must meditate upon the true object. The great Lord Shiva can be realized and seen, but wherefore do you perform the penance here unattended? When Sanat Kumara addressed him thus, the sage Vyasa clarified his purpose. By the favor of divine elders like you, I have almost established the four ways of virtue, wealth, love, and salvation, with due adherence to the Vedic path in the world. I have become a preceptor unto all. Still, it is surprising that the knowledge of the means of liberation has not dawned on me. I am performing penance for the sake of salvation, but I do not know how it can be achieved. O excellent Brahmins, when thus requested by the sage Vyasa, the competent divine sage Sanat Kumara told him of the sure way of realizing salvation. It has already been mentioned that there are three means in conformity with Vedic ideal, viz. Shravana, Kirtana, and the highly efficacious manana of Shiva. Formerly, I too, confounded by other means, performed a great penance on the mountain Mandara. At the bidding of Shiva, the divine attendant Nandikeshvara arrived there. That sympathetic Lord of Ganas, witness of all, lovingly told me about the excellent means of salvation, viz. Shravana, Kirtana and Manana, all in conformity with Vedic ideals. Hence, O holy sage, as advised by Shiva, these are the three means of salvation. Please practice them. He repeatedly advised Vyasa thus. After saying this, to Vyasa, the son of Brahma, mounted the aerial chariot, accompanied by his followers, and returned to his splendid and auspicious region. Thus, in brief, I have told you the ancient antidote. The sages said, O Sutta, you have narrated Shravana, etc., the three means of salvation. If a person is unable to practice these three, what shall he do to achieve liberation? What is the right whereby salvation will be possible without stress or strain? Footnotes. 34. The word Shruti in the Puranas does not mean sacred tradition, but simply tradition. 35. Saraswati. The Saraswati River was a boundary of Brahmavarta, the home of the early Aryans, and was to them in all likelihood a sacred river, as the Ganges has long been to their descendants. As a river, it is lauded for the fertilizing and purifying powers of her waters, and as the bestower of fertility, fatness, and wealth. The sacred river, rising in the Simur hills of the Shivalik range in the Himalayas, emerged into the plains in the Ambala district, Punjab. Ultimately, it fell into the Ghaggar, which bore the name Saraswati in ancient times. Sanskrit literature speaks of its disappearance at Vinasana near modern Sirsa, in Kurukshetra in the East Punjab. 36. Mandara, a mountain in Hindu mythology for being used as a churning staff by the gods and demons on the occasion of Samudra Mantana, appears to be an important hill comprising beautiful caves. There is still a hill of this name of Banka, subdivision of Bhangalpur district, Bihar. It is noted for the abundance of various metals as well as variety of flora and fauna. It is stated to be a sacred mountain associated with Shiva. There is another mountain of the same name in the Malaya range, which, being an abode of gods and rishis, has an ashrama of Agastya. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Prananatam Vyomeshwaratam Jagannatanatam Saranatapajan Buddhipatam Boeshwaram Bhutanatam Shivam Shankaram Shamamisharamide Om Kapura Gauram Karanavrataram Sansarasaram Bhujagendrahadam Stavasantam Riddhadavinde Bhavam Bhavami Saitam Namami Om Nama Parvati Pate Har Om Hum Chum Samur Somtrambakam Mejami Sukanavashteva Urvahara Kamiva Vandana Mericho Kshamapatatum Swaha Om Sahajam Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tumeva Tuya Bandusha Chasaka Tumeva Tuya Vidya Dravinang Tumeva Tumeva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Om Hari Om Tat Sat.